the slab's definition. Slow fire arrangements in my next invention. The lunar plucking strings as I fuck with fiends. I got the powder stuff and Rocco Moto jeans. Me and Bay on a ride date. If the speakers vibrate, it's guaranteed I arrive late. Tipping on them hoes like I sneak around. I done came up and I done came down.
With the frame up, speakers shake the ground. I done came down, stage paint the town.
You know how we come down, baby. Bruce Bang, Cooter Bang, slow fidelity, baby. Yeah, smack nose, yeah, I'm every girl's a piece of the speakers giving the world a seizure. The rims, tint, the bang, you name it, Shirley Caesar. My early leisure filled with lucrative hustle. Nonetheless, it's still a beautiful struggle. Keep that heat in my palm. Them long trips make my cuticles bubble. Long clip with the suitable duffel. I'm a 610 looper, whether the slab or the slick Benz Cooper. In the paint like a 610 hooper. Bout the scooper, I done came down. Wide body when I floss, reppin' H-time. That's from the north to the south. I had to dodge felonies to get to the melodies. Came down slow, steadily, slow fidelity. I done came down.
With the frame up, speakers shake the ground. I done came down, stage paint the town.
I done came up and I done came down. I had to dodge felonies to get to the melodies. Slow fidelity. I done came up and I done came down.
You are now listening in slow fidelity.
Let's see. I need to see.
He from the bottom, never had a lot, he chasing dollars. Got too many partners that ain't gone, so he'd rather ride alone, just me and his iPhone. And I'ma sip it till it's gone. Hard-headed growing up.
Comment rollout. I'll DM you the link. Boom. Share that. Then we're gonna go over here to mini chat. Let me show you on my screen. So there's a few different things I'm doing here. We gotta be cognizant of the actual release itself, the strategy, how to tap in with the people who are interested in watching this kind of content, right? So I'm using this mini chat platform and rollout. What I'm gonna do is connect this to my mini chat, so whenever somebody comments rollout, they will get a link to this YouTube. Okay, next, and then where am I going to send them? I'm going to send them to this YouTube link, and I'm going to get that over here from this, copy the URL, boom. Da-da-dum-dum. Okay. All right, so I just made the automation live, and I can actually monitor when people click it and they open the chat, It's gonna say something like, we're going live. Let me tell you exactly what it's gonna say. So here's the automation: auto DM from comments. So when you see people say comment this or comment that, this is kind of what they're doing. It's going to trigger a specific automation. So whenever you comment rollout on this post, my Instagram reel I just made, it's going to send a reply basically saying, check your DM. When they get the DM, it's going to say, much love for tapping in. Appreciate you for sliding through. Hit the button below and I'll drop the link to your DM real quick. And when they click to send me the link button, it's going to send them the link to this YouTube. So, with that being said, let's play a little HOUtopia while we're waiting.
Man, we came up from the bottom. Now we're coming down. Carrying the soul of Houston and the spirit of the slow-fi era with us.
I upload on DistroKid. So I'm going to go ahead and log in my DistroKid. I'm already up in here. These are my previous releases. I got Swinging Down, Slow-Fi Chronicles, which was 11 songs, and Came Down High Off You from the bottom are my 3 singles off of HOUtopia. So, like I said, I was doing this a couple nights ago, and I was 90% done, and my browser refreshed and erased everything I uploaded, all the songwriters I inputted, everything. It was like pretty annoying. So we're going to go to upload music. Upload music. And we're going to send it everywhere. I mean, I guess I could put on Roblox. Screw Roblox. What's Snapchat? I don't know 100%. Okay, we're going to do, how many songs is this? So it's actually 15 songs, and then I added an instrumental version from the bottom at the end that was also released as a single. I think it just rides out really dope. So I'm going to put his number 16 on it. So we're going to have 16 songs. So let's go here. 16 songs. Don't want to monetize. Sure, let's do it. Do I under on 100% of sounds? Yes. Releases exclusive? Yes. Whatever. Yes, and then I co-wrote the album. Let's see. So, all right. Has this album been previously released? No, it has not. Artist name, Bruce Bang. I'm already on Spotify. I'm already on Apple Music. I'm already on YouTube Music. I'm already on Instagram. I already have my Facebook connected. This is important because whenever you release your music, the reason why you want to set up and connect those accounts between all these different platforms is when you go here to Apple Music, let's say, I want to be able to control what it shows on my profile, like what the picture is, what my what all's showing on my thing. Because I think on basically if you don't want your song showing up on somebody else's profile, and you don't want it showing up and then you're not even at least having a picture, right? And then the way you would set this up is you would connect it through let's do Apple Music, apple.com. So this is where you would claim your artist page, artist.apple.com, claim your artist page. I've already done it, and it'll basically link to like an email or Apple ID. And once you connect that, you can kind of see your analytics even. So right now, if I want to change my picture, I could change that. And it just kind of shows the streams and what's like my most popular song, where are people listening from. But you want to be able to do this on Apple Music and on Spotify. So on Spotify, it's the same way, spotify.artist.com. Spotify.artists.com, I think. Wait, or is it artist.spotify? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, artist.spotify. I'm lying. Artist.apple. Okay, so .spotify. It's been a while since I did all this, but you definitely want to get this done, or else if you have like a really common rap name or something like that, or a really common artist name, you have the potential of your song showing up on somebody else's thing. So this kind of just shows. So on Spotify, you can set your artist pick. Like you can pick a song to show up at the top of your. I need to take this ugly ass AI shit off of here. That shit looks cheesy as fuck. Let me change that shit right now. Update the header image. I think I haven't updated it because I forgot to get something resized. I just want to remove that image. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So on here, I'm going to do that today. Let me see. Okay, so I need to do, let me just show you how to set this up while I'm doing it. So 2660 by 1140 pics. Let's see. Let me go to ChatGPT here. And I'm going to tell it resize my image to a header for Spotify. These are the dimensions. Boop. And then I'm going to upload my HOUtopia cover. Boop, 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 boop. HOUtopia artwork. Where are we? I got hella stuff I'm working on at the same time. Let me see. Anybody in here yet? 3 people. What up, y'all? Where y'all from? Matt Miller. What's up, Matt? Okay, so I got my HOUtopia cover here. What the heck? That was weird. No, HOUtopia cover. So let's go ahead and upload that to ChatGPT. We're going to resize it so I can get a new header for my Spotify page to change the image right here. Go back to chat. Do your thing, chat. Come back to that in a second. So, okay, so back to DistroKid. I was just explaining when you go to DistroKid, United Master should have this, TuneCore should have this, all of them should have it to where you can connect your artist name along with your unique profile on the different platforms. Okay, so the release date, I'm going to do it for the 28th. Typically, you want to do it at least 2 weeks in advance. I told myself I was going to get it out by the end of this month. I already got 3 singles that have dropped. I've had my music available on even.biz and Untitled since January 1st. So you could still get it right now. If you don't want to wait till the 28th, you still have an opportunity to check out the whole album exclusively on even.biz or on Untitled. I also have it. Both are links in my bio on Instagram, or you can go to brucebang.com. So back to DistroKid. So we're going to drop it on the 28th. See, it says set the release date at least 1 week. So we're still kind of there. I've dropped stuff 2 weeks in advance, and I've just dropped stuff like the same day, a couple days in advance. And because I don't have like a super big following, it didn't particularly make a big difference for me. So I feel like just by having 3 different releases within the last month and a half, my algorithm has already kind of picked up more listeners, more followers. So I'm content with that. The goal is to not sit on this music, not to let it, just marinate on the hard drive forever. We got to get this music out so we can move on to the next. You know what I'm saying? That's the motto. Don't sit on nothing for longer than a few months. I'm going to release it at midnight in the listener's time zone. Do I want people to pre-order? You can, yeah, I'll let people pre-order it. They can start pre-ordering it today. Mix Music Group. We're gonna do the album, the highest price, $14.99, because we're 16 songs on here. Primary genre, hip hop rap. Secondary genre, R&B soul. Gonna upload the album cover. This one I'm gonna use the larger size. This is the bigger one, the PNG. Boop boop. Album title, HOUtopia. I think I'm gonna do the capital HOUtopia and see if it'll let me do it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the first song, how we're gonna do this. So the first song, I'm gonna look on my Untitled, is HOUtopia Prelude. This is kind of like an intro. I'm gonna play it for y'all just so y'all can get an idea.
From the slow down, man, we came up from the bottom. Now we're coming down, carrying the soul of Houston and the spirit of the slow-fi era with us.
I done came up.
From the slow down rhythms and the heartbeat of our city.
I done came down.
This is for the legends we lost, the young stars on the rise, and everyone who couldn't make it here with us. We gathered to build a legacy, blending every corner of our culture into the sound of slow-fi. Welcome to HOUtopia.
Yes, sir. So that is the intro. Then it goes into Came Down. Okay, so now we basically filled out these different things. Got the song titles, HOUtopia, Prelude. There's no other featured artists on this. This is kind of all the stuff I put together. Specifically, I did the voiceover myself, and then I changed my voice to a different voice so it sounds more cinematic, because I hate my talking voice. So that's all me on there. And then the WAV file we're going to upload, I have ready over here. We're going to slide that over there. So when you're uploading too, kind of have all your files in one folder if you can, if possible. Have them even numbered to make it easier. I have something on that Untitled where I can go back and look at the order that I have. But the main things you're going to need, if you don't have your ISRC code already, the distributor can provide one for you. It costs, I think, somewhere around $20 each ISRC code if you want to buy your own. I've typically just been using what they give me. I think there's some advantages, some different pros and cons to doing that. But for now, like I said, I'm skipping all the hurdles and I'm just trying to get to the drop. I ain't trying to just overthink it to be like, oh, do I need to get my own ISRC code? I'm just going to let it ride like this. So upload the WAV file. You can also upload MP3s, these different formats, but the WAV file that I have is going to be my highest quality version. Dolby Atmos. I do not have a Dolby Atmos version for this. I'm thinking I'm going to do Dolby Atmos versions eventually, but it's a whole nother process getting all these Dolby Atmos versions done for these songs. And they also charge an additional amount. So I think it's like $27 to upload one Dolby Atmos file. That's ridiculous. So we'll wait until we get to that bridge to cross it. So I wrote this song. It's original. It's not a cover. It is music and lyrics, and I wrote it. So I'm going to put my government. Boop, boop. If you got more songwriters, you can add their names here. And then I'm going to add myself to every song on this album just to save some time, because I at least composed on every single song. Explicit lyrics, no, not on this one. Is this a radio edit? No, the song is clean and has always been. So that's what we're going to select for this. It's not an instrumental. It contains lyrics. Right here, you can let the streaming services decide where the clip of the song starts when they preview it. If they're listening to it on Apple Music, if they're listening to it on iTunes, or they're listening to it on Amazon or something like that, they can actually, you can pick what they listen to. If you want to set it up at the chorus or you want to set it up at the beginning on the intro. I'm just gonna let the streaming service decide It's just all these little extra decisions. I'm not gonna let it stand in my way because I can sit there for 15 minutes and then pick. Oh, do I want to start at the second verse? Do I want to start at the first verse? Do I want to start at the hook? I'm just gonna let the streaming service decide. And I'm gonna put it at $1.29. I'm putting all these songs the highest because you don't really get no money for streams anyway. I think it's like 0.003 for a stream, which means it takes 1,000 streams to make $3. That's why I kept my project on even so long, because just from selling it to 30 of my supporters, it ended up making almost $1,000, $980 off 36 sales. I didn't quite hit my target of 100, which was my goal, to sell it to 100 fans, but you know, it's still the equivalent of 280,000 streams that I got directly from my supporters. So, okay, back to DistroKid. So that one's actually done. Track 1 is done. It'll show you what it's gonna look like on here. So we got HOUtopia Prelude by Bruce Bang. There's no featured artist on this. And then down here, let's go to song 2. So this time I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually have a featured artist on the song. And just checking my Instagram. So track 2, I do have a feature on this song. So this song is called Came Down. And what's cool about this song, so this song's already been released. So there's a specific process you have to do so it connects it. So like I said, I dropped 3 singles off this project already. They're already out, available on streaming platforms. For those 3 songs, to make sure that the numbers, the streams, the same song merges all the metadata together, you're going to need to have access to the ISRC code for that song. So this is where I kind of messed myself up because I had opened up another DistroKid window and I was just kind of scrolling back and forth on this screen so I could get to the ISRC code. So on Came Down, I go here and I'm going to need to copy this ISRC code right here. Boop, right there. Copy that. This time I'm going to leave it open and I'm just going to put it over here because that really messed me up, bro. I put in 16 songs and then it reset everything. So Came Down, it does have featured artist. The first featured artist is Kuda Bang. And I'll usually go to Apple Music and just double check, make sure if I spelled their name correctly. Sometimes it might be all one word, sometimes it might be 2 words. So Kuda Bang, that's how he spells it. Also got Magno. On Magno, I think he had a couple different profiles. One was Magno, and it has like his most recent stuff, but it also is listed under Magnificent, aka Magno. So he told me just put it out under Magno. So that's what I'm doing, Magno. And then this is the normal version, and it is explicit. So down here, let's see, okay, this is the normal version. And then we're gonna upload the WAV file. Even though the song already came out, we're still gonna upload the WAV file for this song. So I'm gonna go over here, Came Down, and I'll make sure to get the WAV file right here. Boop, boop, drop that in there. It's an explicit version, and I do already have an ISRC code, so I'm gonna click this button right here. Boom. And then, like I said, I got it from this other browser. Where am I at? Making sure that I'm still staying on this page over here too. 1,800 grams. 180 grams. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I'm gonna go over here. I got this window. And on this window, I'm gonna copy the ISRC code right here. Copy that. Go back to here, drop that in, boom. So now it's gonna know that's the same song that I already released, and it's gonna merge the 2 songs together. I don't have Adobe Atmos, I wrote the song, yes. And then now I'm going to put the songwriter's real names, right? So on this one, I did the music. My boy DeLuna also is on this. So Daniel, Steven, DeLuna. Then I got 2 artists on here. We got the lyrics. We got Kuda Bang. So I have a note over here. I'm not going to show all their details and everything, but for the purpose of this should be cool. It's just one of y'all. So I'm going to go to find, I'm going to look at my notes. Kuda Bang. And then I got his name right here is Jermaine. Jermaine B. Howard. Jermaine B. Howard. And then we also got Magnificent, Magno. And his is Jamari Shelvin. Boom. Explicit lyrics, yes it does. Is this a radio edit? No. This song contains lyrics. Let the streaming service decide where the clip is. 129. Boom. So that's 2 songs right there. Just to show y'all the process. That's pretty much what I'm going to do as I go through all these songs. I got 14 more to do. After you do all that, it's going to go to another screen and it's going to have you confirm that all the information is correct. So you can just double check all the spelling of the artist, the song titles. And then after you do that, it'll start asking you, to put their links to their streaming profile. So, like I just showed you, like when it goes to Kuda Bang and all that, it's going to ask you what's the link to their Spotify music, what's the link to their Apple Music, what's the link to their YouTube Music. You don't have to put all that, but if you really want to have the songs get the best chance of showing up on the other people's profiles, you need to put that information in. And once you enter them in once, they're going to be in your profile under DistroKid. So since I've already dropped this as a single, when I get to that next screen, it's already going to have all the information for Kuda Bang, all the information for Magno. So we're not going to get to that part on this video, but I just wanted to show y'all, if you're dropping a single, you pretty much would have already been done. Once you get to that point, you confirm everything's correct, and then it goes into what is the splits. So for these songs, for the digital releases, I'm splitting the songs with the artist and producer. So it's me and DeLuna did the track, Kuda Bang and Magno did the lyrics. So this song, I'm going to split it up 25, 25, 25, 25 for the master streaming royalties on DistroKid. So it'll basically send them an email for them to claim their percentage on the record. If they don't claim it, I think that money will either be unallocated or later you could just delete them from it. But they do need to make a DistroKid in order to collect their money from it. So most of the people I work with, they already have a DistroKid account just from doing it independently. And their email and everything will show it because I've already released records with them. And then after I get all this done, after I get all 16 songs done, get everybody's artist profiles like entered in and everything, then what we'll do after that is it'll generate a link to get to the pre-orders, or it'll basically give you a page. Like, let me show you. So if I go to my Instagram, DistroKid will basically give you a link, and you can, hold on. Okay, here we go. It'll give you a link like this to where you can put a YouTube link if you have the video, but it also have every platform. So once I get the whole album uploaded and I get this link from DistroKid, I'm gonna put that in my bio, and I like this because some people may only listen on Spotify. Some people may only listen on Apple Music. This kind of gives them a chance to go to wherever they're able to add it directly to their library or follow you as an artist. So that's pretty much it. I think that might conclude it for this live. Thank you for tapping in, Matt. 180 grams. Appreciate you for popping in. Who else is in here? Is that we only one? We gone? Okay, all good.